inevitably gonna be hurting in like 5 minutes. That's why this game requires like no physical dexterity of any kind. Alright. I know I'm starting early, but I got everything set up. I'm impatient. Lucy, hey! Quit that! She was trying to play with the headphone cord. This is why I can't trust you to be in here while I'm trying to stream. She's always had a thing with playing with cords. That's why I don't like having her in here. Or rather, why I close up all my, like, controllers and stuff. Most of the time, she's good about it, but occasionally, she's just like, new cable. Play with. Oh, gosh. Cat's gonna be the death of me. Not Inquisitor Cat. So I got bad news. Monster Man has breached containment. Monster Man has breached containment and he is on the loose. And I am very, very scared. So, in the short time he's been alive, in this new iteration of him, he's already reached C rank. He reached D rank in his second tournament. Every time I see my name brought up, I'm reminded. Gunbird. Monster Man has since relearned Gun and Come On and Slam. We still gotta teach him some more techs. But, you can see our stats are doing pretty alright. Maybe not as high as they need to be, but... because that has a lot of withering, if I'm not mistaken. You can see gun selected there for a moment. Telepathy. Come on, Slam! Turn into some jam. Ow. Still got advantage. Shoot! Damn! Ah, crap. Hang on. We don't want him getting KO'd because that impacts his lifespan. Yeah. I needed to scout that to see how our stats were doing. I think we could have won that if I'd been in manual control. The AI for, like, your monsters just isn't aggressive enough inherently. Or rather, it's not as aggressive as my playstyle. But there are plenty of times where it's like, dude, all you have to do is just attack him here. You can get the advantage back. There's 5 seconds left. You're in range. Just attack him. And they just won't do it. So yeah, I didn't think he was strong enough yet for fighting C rank matches. He is just shy of 2 years. And we've got him to C rank, which is pretty good. I guess we train up power a little bit more. And remind myself of where I left off with said training. Hey, plus 10. What is the new next gym will be? There's a Mandy Cup coming up. Torval University Cup. I think that's one of the ones I want to enter. Or Universal Cup. Yeah. So January we want to be ready. Let's get life up. Yes, that is running. Use oil of nut. I was getting pretty low on money for a bit. I was down to like 5k. Maybe less than that, I think. I think it got down to like almost 2k. So I had to start fighting some more tournaments. I think we're good on life now. We haven't gotten a level up, but it's fine. Int is fine where it's at. I'd like to get skill and maybe defense up. I love the way he just spins his arms around violently. Alright, I forgot we get a +1 from being Hinger. Or from the chip. Something. No, yeah, he wasn't made from fusion and stuff. So why'd your loyalty go down? Oh, he's probably stressed. Have some meat. It's good for your gears. Oh, that made it go down. Whoops. That's probably fine. Oh, he got a great. That's where he just shoots one rocket. It goes through all 3 targets at once. Yeah, good work, Monstar Man. So yeah, one more skill drill, and then we go to speed dodging. Go just enough. I believe it's his birthmas this week. Yeah! It's his birth. child has the voice of an angel. Just puts the entire cake inside of his head. Could you imagine removing your head as a robot, only to insert an entire birthday cake? Never be me. I'm gonna have him rest this week. The fact that he's still well has me concerned. Granted, we do have 4 each now of the Gemini pots and Artemis statues. Speed next year. This week, next week, and a week after his rest. So, we'll have 2 more weeks of training. Yeah, we should focus on speed. We might just get it leveled up. Oh, he got the great! And normally they just dodge out of the way, but knocking the boulder away. Dodging and having enough time to attack is the thing. Monster Man is not entering the official tournament. Another great. Let's go. Okay, we're going to save now, because I don't remember if it's going to just immediately do the invitation at the start of the month. Assuming we need the invitation. I think we've done D rank and A rank. So we should still need C and B. But if it shows up on the calendar, then that should mean... Oh, I'm thinking of the IMA and Fimba Cup. It's every 4 years. Now there's IMA Chairman Cup. That's a different one though. Having the Summer Carnival in August, it's... Yes, it's still summer, it just feels weird. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Torval Universal Cup. Maybe Monster Man is ready now. Robots! Hello Zen, hello Cat. Monstar Man has breached containment. He is back. And he is more gunned than ever. Honestly, he's not yet. But he's getting there. We've already gotten him up to C rank off camera between streams. Zamber, Rock Geiger, and Nicole. Nah, he don't need my advice. Go, Monstar Man! Kill. Oh, that speed set's gonna be a pain in the bitch. Thankfully, we just gotta hit it once. Damn it. Come on, Monster Man. Come on and slam. He's gotta remember his old programming. I backed up Monstar Man onto 37 floppy disks before I merged him with Krillin. I thought I reinstalled him correctly, but come on and slay him! Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. He's remembering. He's got an IMB, the learning machine. Ah, that would have been so clutch. It would have been amazing, just 2 axe handles. He's dancing! Shoot gun! Ah, man. Also, Kat, I need to get you together with Cran and some other people and show you guys Monster Rancher Battle Card. I need to get Goron in on it. But, like, the Battle Card game is really fun. And the cards in Tabletop Sim are really good. I built a deck with Henger, Arrowhead, which is the lobster scorpion thing, and Tiger, which really is more of a wolf with some horns. Rock Geiger. So that's Golem, that's what that icon is. It's always a profile of their head, but... Telling me that might be a number. Yeah, a little bit. Oh, sweet Jesus, he has 400 power! Hey, Monstar Man, remember how you learned gun? Might want to be using that here. That did a lot more than I expected. Oh, that's gonna do a lot though. Oh, sweet Jesus! Shoot gun, shoot gun! Yes! There we go. That's the ticket. Get him away, get him away, get him away! Monstar Man! Oh my god. Playing with fire here, dude. Why are you going for Command Slam? Monstar Man, do not let him hit you again. Shoot gun. Damn it! 75%. Damn XCOM odds! Oh! We might have to take a loss on this one. But if we just don't get KO'd, we're fine. Okay, we have to take a loss on that one. It's okay. It's fine. Whew! Yeah, if they get KO'd, that takes like a couple weeks off their lifespan. We really don't need that. It looks like we will be having to face Rock Geiger for the tiebreaker, though. In which case, I will take control, just to ensure that we are doing nothing but gun, and keeping our distance. So this is a Zoom with Golem hybrid. Oh my god, he just kicked it in the teeth. Gun? Gun. Gun is always the answer. No, gun is the question. The answer is yes. The answer is Monstar Man. It was not time to command and slam. He's gotta go for it. He's gotta shoot gun, mayhap. Tail's a strong one. That one could have hurt. Ow! No, leave him alone. Damn it. Come on, Monstar Man. Attack him! I think we just barely might win, or we get a tie. We just barely win it. Yes, violence is never the answer. It's a question, and the answer is always yes. Alright, as long as Rock Geiger somehow loses to Nicole. Sure, alright. I wish we could have our tiebreaker be against Nicole, but it just goes with the first one on the list. Yes, we're giving him advice. Alright, let's do this. Time to lock the hell in. Shit. Oh, God. He's just right up on me, right out the gate. Get away from me. No, 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 no. Yep. I'd like there to be a higher disparity of guts in my favor, because that'll lower his accuracy. I'm trying to get him out of the way. Nope! Fucking! Oh, we're not taking that knockout. That will absolutely kill him. I'm pretty sure the amount of overdamage does, like, increase their odds of getting an injury. That golem is just too much for us. We desperately need more defense if we're gonna take on something like that. I was thinking we needed to increase our defense stat, but, like, sweet God almighty. That power stat is insane. They've really min-maxed that golem. Which, granted, is how you play it. But, like, damn. Alright. So, in that case, we are not taking that on. Not with that golem there. Too bad. The fact that Joy's just sitting on the last one is always... It's never not funny. It's always comical. Monster Man as well. He's just got a lot of bruises on his legs. How does a robot get bruises? I mean, dents? Kinda, I guess. Actually, I think he can go one more week of training, and then we use the... Because we just had him rest. Seven. That's another good gains. Feed him some more iPads. The IMB processor is powered exclusively by iPads. This is fact. It cannot be disputed. No one can disprove it. They don't know how. Errantry? Okay. What odds does he have of learning something right now? Let me pull up Monster Rancher. Legend. Here we go, here's a tech list. So, he has those, he has shoot gun, he has hammerfall, and then he is at 4, 6, 5, 6, 6, 4. And was his loyalty at 100? And I believe his nature is best. Which would mean that he's, yeah, 50. could potentially get Laser Cutter. Yeah, that's a medium range skill. You can also get Laser Sword. Ooh, that's also medium range. And he has a 3% for Yo-Yo. Okay, so he's got... Alright, so I need to ask. Do we want Laser Sword, Yo-Yo, or Laser Cutter, which is kind of a mix of both? Because I'm not sure which of those I want to go with. Just based on the names alone. I am asking chat for the record. Yeah, I don't recall either. Just based off of, like, the names and the aesthetic of it. Yeah, sword is a laser sword. That is true. So, I think we have to go laser sword. We cannot go for laser sword because I don't have Korea. I still don't know how the hell to unlock Korea as an expedition. Or as an errantry. Damn it. I've tried to ask people, and it's just like, you should have it. I'm like, well, I don't. I literally can't. Now let's go ahead and rest real quick this week. But like, so double check that. So if I go to errantry, I can do Papas, Mandy, Pari Pari, Torble, and down there in the bottom right should be Korea. But I'm not allowed to go there yet. And no one's been able, even Fenric, who was in the chat at one point, was like, that's kind of weird, you should just kind of have it. I've looked at every guide for unlocking, I've looked everywhere. And every time that I'm trying to Google it, stupid-ass Google is like, do you mean you want to know how to get the Korea expedition? No, the errantry, genius. It just doesn't want to tell me how. It refuses to. No, I said data, not training. Okay. If we get intelligence to 250, we can have a heightened chance for learning Yo-Yo. But... okay. I guess it's just gonna have to be between Laser Cutter or Yo-Yo. Oh, for the love of God. Reconnect to my chat, dang it. Alright. So his loyalty's down to 98. That's okay. I'm gonna go with Yo-Yo. Okay, well, the Twitch stream manager is absolute hot garbage in split view mode. Yo-Yo is Pari Pari. Yo-Yo, Pari Pari. Ambush. Oh, Fly Trapper. Batman. Spring Legs. Executioner. For a plant of all things is... Hunty. Clear Lizard. Stinky. Meyer. Hardy. Scaly Grass. Lobby. Is that a Zoom arrowhead? Huh. Neat. Mad Clay. Oh, that must be, it's either a Hanger or Gailey subbreed. I'm not sure. Wild Saurian. Guess it's just a Saurian. Or no, I keep thinking Saurians are an actual, like, monster race name in this. No, I'm constantly thinking of D&D. So this one is all about intelligence, is this area. So, the thing that he's being smart is he's not letting the monkey get ahead of him for the race. Right away! Try to snap my finger with the one that's got the big cut on it. But alright, she has learned a new move. I really want to unlock Correa so that I can get a lot of the cool techniques. I wonder if, once we get back from errantry and we rest, maybe I should switch to Inosuke for a bit. And that way we can move forward the next couple of years to get to the IMA Finba Cup. Because I want to reach that and still have enough life and everything left to actually go for it and then be able to put them in the fridge. Now, I want to get him back up to A rank. But we would be fighting in the A rank at that point. The way he stays angled going up that little bit of hill. He went right through its line of sight there. He did it! Oh, okay. Well, the Gabus, I think those were like an E rank and a D or C rank. So we should be fine. Meyer, okay, that one wasn't too bad. He's just got a whole lot of HP. Monster Man gets a couple of good hits in on him and he should be fine. Shoot gun! Yeah! Oh, but we have to get a KO. Cool. Monster Man, for the love of God, attack it! Hey, there's Yo-Yo. I don't know how we're supposed to KO this thing other than having a crap load of power and a metric butt ton of either defense or life. Because he has to either survive 3 minutes, at which point I'm pretty sure it counts as a draw, Fenric said, or he has to get a KO on this thing. Oh, okay. Come on, Slam did 104. That wasn't even a crit. If we land a crit with that, who knows? I mean, tell that to Monster Man, not me. Also, hi, Anna. We've got it down to half its HP, but Monster Man might do this. He's just gotta keep dodging. Gotta keep moving. Not you, Meyer. You stop dodging. Ow! You burped on me! You burped on my robot! That's illegal! Alright, well, that's gonna KO. Well, we don't want to take that because, again, getting KO'd takes weeks off the lifespan. So, at least we got it first try for the tech, but I really, if anything, I don't want him having to fight a monster. There's only a chance. Yeah, I saved in January. Apparently, I did not save again in February. I thought I did. I've rested beforehand, but I guess I forgot to save. Oh well. It's only a month. We were... Or was it in January? Went back to normal cost. Oh, what the... Oh, because the last time I went was on, normal errand. So... Let's go for a bit of life up, I guess. Yeah, there's nothing we can really do about just encountering a big and strong monster. And sometimes you'll encounter monsters in your rank who you've got some decent, like, numbers over, but they just have the wrong build for you to be fighting. It sucks, but it happens. There's a reason why this game's community is just like, yeah, no, like, time heist the hell out of the game. No one's going to bat an eye at it. You are fine to do that. You are encouraged to do that by everyone in the community. This game is so heavily dependent on RNG. It's kind of one of the main cruxes of it. But at least, like, I'm playing this on legit hardware, and you can see how easily I can get back through that little bit of just a month. I'm not having to fast forward the game. I don't have to use save states. Doing that would make it a little bit faster, but you don't have to. And that's kind of one of the great things about it. It does suck that you have to save load so often, but the fact that it's relatively fast really helps with offsetting that issue. Okay, it looks like we are guaranteed to get Errantry cheap this month. Okay, we just rested the week before last. Save in slot 1. I say we give another nuts oil here. We don't have any on us. We're just gonna buy the one so that we're not buying it when it's not on sale. There's no point in stocking up ahead of time. Boop. Now I need to save again over that slot. Alright. Go Errantry. We're going to party. Let me refamiliarize myself with this. Yeah, he was that guy. Rank C was Meyer. Yeah. We've already seen these. New tech right away. Good. 8 and 4. I think those are slightly lower gains than last time, but that's okay. 6 and 1 was definitely not a very good gain in the sense. Oh, 5 and 4 though. We'll take that. Failure. Yep, that's fine. I'd honestly rather the failure. He's got Yo-Yo now. why is this in... Oh, wait, no, it was February the 1st. We did. I was thinking that we skipped all of February. I was like, that ain't right. No, I'm just bad at math and stuff. Yeah, he's definitely tired. No. Occasionally it just does a double input. It's very random. I've seen it happen with other people, so I know it's not just a matter of my controller. Though I do need to take apart all my, like, main controllers I use. And, just clean all of them. It would give a lot of them back a lot of life. Some of them have a couple of chunky buttons that just, like, really don't work very well. That one Xbox controller I initially tried to use, I think its Y button was just really gummed up. I don't know why. Right, rest. Go take and eat. Power it off. Murder.exe has been suspended. Murder.exe is back online. Oh god. Alright, and there's the Troron Cup. We can try. Heck it, why not? Monster Man now has a range 2 tech. So he's got some more options under his robot belt. You can see right there, it's more like a Kyurus, but he has built. And he has options beneath it, such as kick. We're having a tournament for someone to win actual steroids. Woo! Yeah! You know me, I'm just like, I'm not going. Oh, god damn it, not Rock Geiger again. Oh yeah, I need to send you that. I need to go and get a box from the post office and see about that. I'm needing to get me a new upscaler converter, but a lot of the ones that can actually do what I need and do it well are kind of on the pricey side. The problem I was having with the Xbox game, where everything was just so dark you literally could not see what was happening, that's just a problem with my upscaler. And unfortunately, there's no setting on that thing that I can change. There's nothing I can do to make it better. It's just bad. And that means there's a lot of games I just can't play on stream. Like, I can look over at the capture for this, and it's relatively fine, but you can see parts where things are dark, like the doors in the arena. I can see those much more clearly defined on my side, over on the CRT. Yeah, I'll let you know once I've got it, and I'll send you a tracking number. I'll make sure to get a tracker for it. So that way you guys will know when it should be delivered. And then you can go and pick it up right away. Also, look who our next fight's gonna be against. It's a Color Pandora. Yay! Doesn't even give the sound when I press triangle there. Weird. Nope. The brightness is just... It's a thing that's from the switcher. Because when I had it go through directly to my HD TV, it was also coming through just as dark. I tested it with the same game with Metal Arms, and everything was just as, like, unable to be told. And because it's all coming through so dark, yeah, we're working on killing the man. It's all so dark from, like, the initial feed that's being received that there is nothing for the capture software to work with. it can't adjust its brightness to make it look better, because a lot of it is just being received as pure black. There's no color, there's no distinguished lines for it to try and refine. Especially when I got to some of the dark levels, which that game has a lot of areas where it's just very dark. Especially in its early game. I forgot how much health these stupid things have. I mean, it makes sense, there's 3 of them. I still hate that. Also, this guy, Color Pandora, he made it into Battle Card. He was one of the last monsters introduced, but he did make it in. And that upsets me greatly. Upsets me a lot. Yeah, there's no trick to make the source bright, like, inherently. I need it to be coming out of the upscaler, looking brighter. The only other option is for me to get a capture card that just takes in composite video directly. I should be able to get something, like, for around $20. So I'm gonna try that as my next approach, I think. Hopefully this ends up circles all on my seed. Yeah, $20 is what I paid for the capture dongle I use here. It's just an HDMI to USB adapter. That's literally all it is. So it doesn't have its own, like, proprietary software. You have to use it with OBS or XSplit in my case. Also, we have pretty much on par life with Rock Geiger now, so that's good. His attack set is still terrifying! Good, good. Keep up the pressure. Just keep hitting him. Gun has a good percentage. He's got no int. Oh, kick him in the shin. Holy shit, he might do it. We might not need a tiebreaker. Come on inside! Aw, man. Would have been beautiful. Go for a Monster Man. That would just eat up the timer. Eat up the timer. Wait, no, we gotta get one more hit. We gotta get one more hit. Monster Man, attack! You had 91% hit chance. Why did you not attack him? Well, we can't win at this point because... So we have to rematch it. Because the way that happened, Rock Geiger went 3-0, so there's no tiebreaker. But we can run it back, we can do it again. I might just take manual control of Monster Man for that fight in particular. We saw it was clearly possible. He just didn't go for the 91% hit chance to potentially KO, or at the very least guarantee he'd get the health low enough. Now, Monster Man. We're doing this again, and this time, we're doing it right. I need you to get your bloodthirst. Watch it after stream? Yeah, that sounds good. You mean the actual cartoon show, or do you mean you playing Dream Barbecue? Either way, I'm down for it. Just curious. Dream Barbecue has me very interested in, just from what I've seen of that, and what the actual show will be like. No! Haha! You failed! Yeah, get him! Yeah, get him! Kick him in his little plush teeth. Yeah. And that was me saying kick like right before he did it too. That wasn't like a delay between my voice and the footage. That was just how it happened. Oh, that's great. Ha! Nerd ass bitch ass nerd. Loser. Yes. Ah! Ow! Monster Man, you gotta attack. You gotta attack, you gotta attack. Attack, attack, attack! Come on! Yeah! Whew! Oh, that was close. Yeah, we could do that. I don't know how long the episodes are or how many there are. I'm assuming there's not a whole lot. Well, actually, there's probably a fair bit. Considering that they've now made a game and they had the funds from, like, backers and stuff. Okay, Rock Geiger lost one of his fights. Good. That now means we have the ability to do a tiebreaker if we lose against him. Alright, I guess Pivorous, we don't really need to give him advice. Okay, there's only 4, yeah. And slam. And gun? We have gun. I love the boos and the cheers from the crowd. Face attack? Oh, stop that. Face attack me once. Shame on you. You absolute bastard. Oh my god! Yeah, at some point I'll try and get some of us together for Battle Card. And you and I need to play Battle Card together. Yeah, I was thinking they must be around there, because, like, having a full half-hour episode or something takes so much time and dedication for, like, an indie project. It would be just so much work. Oh, Golem lost 2! Yes! Rock Geiger, you're gonna get hecked. In this case, I think Monster Man can do it. Rock Geiger's not on his A game today. Oh yeah, we'll play the Castlevania board game. We probably want to get one more person together. Also, speaking of, I think we were saying Kat, we might be able to convince. Kat, Anna found a Castlevania board game on Tabletop Sim. And we want to have maybe one extra person to play it with us. Just because a lot of the multiplayer board games are better when they're played with more than 2 people. Tends to be how it is. I don't know which one. The board looked like it was straight up one of the maps from, I think it would have been Symphony of the Night. Or would it have been Super Castlevania 4? But it was like an upscale map. Oh god! Alright, Monster Man, it's time to get aggressive. Time to get real aggressive, yeah! There we go. There we go! Punch him right in his stones. You got the stones to fight with Monster Man. Oh, he might have the stones. Oh! Eat up the timer. Eat up the timer. Monster Man, you gotta dodge it again. No! Oh my god, no! Ah, we lost that one. But we didn't get KO'd. Yeah, I don't think there's a single official one that's out there. But yeah, now whichever one of these nerds wins, we'll be fighting them for a tiebreaker. Alright. Please let Pivorous forfeit. Ah. I had one where Monster Man just slaughtered the opponent, then it went to a tiebreaker, and that opponent just literally forfeited and gave us the win with the tiebreaker. They're like, nope, nope, we know how this goes. We know how this goes. It was so good. Yeah, well, we'll figure out the timing for it, but we wanted to extend the invite to you, Kat, because it seems like it'll be something that's more fun with more people. Also, I just noticed, Pivorus has literally twice as much life as Monster Man. That's fun. It's a neat little thing there. Makes the math easy for me, figuring out if we're losing. 48, so that'd be us taking 24. Ha! Foolery! Monster Man, if he was doing foolery, you had the opportunity. Oh yeah, I think we're winning this. Oh, it might have been when I streamed then, yeah. It's happened a couple of times, but yeah, sometimes I'll get the tiebreaker match and they'll just be like, we forfeit, we give up, we just fought you, we lost horribly, we got KO'd in like 2 seconds. It's really good. And that's how it's done. As you see, that time, we got really lucky because Rock Geiger just lost all of his matches. The only win he got was against us. So, a lot of this game is just straight up luck. Monster Man, you did it! It only took us 3 alternate timelines. This being the 3rd. Yeah, the D is, I think, defeat. Oh no, it's, dropouts. Like, if you dropped out of a match. Like, granted, when you choose drop out, that means you're quitting the tournament. Withdraw just means, like, we're not fighting this battle in particular. We got +2 fame, we're now 50 famous. Yeah, right now I'm mostly free. I need to double check with my mom when we're heading for that doctor's appointment, because apparently I didn't save it on my calendar. I thought I did, but I didn't. But we have to go across state for a couple days for it. Good work, Monster Man. Now get some heckin' rest. You need to go sneep snap. You need to go eep up. Oh, perfect. I was just thinking we need a rainy day sale. And it's actually on a rainy day! What do you know? A stormy week. Yes. I'll just say with this one. We also need to sell off the drugs. I need to double check on something real quick. The unlocks guide. No, I'm not trying to close that. I'm trying to scroll. Unlock Durhan. Found the sheath. We heard about the rumor. A monster must be exactly... Okay, so we still gotta get him to A rank. And it's gotta be from February 1st to 4th. Okay. So we got about a week. Or about a year. I have recently like mentioned to people at the card shop. I have a friend who wants me to get into Yu-Gi-Oh so bad, and I keep having to tell her like, listen, I cannot comprehend the text on those cards. It is so poorly worded for like my brain. I just can't parse the text. People could sit me down and give me a detailed step-by-step, here is for small brain babby how Yu-Gi-Oh card work, and I'd still be like, I don't fucking get it. I still don't understand like summoning properly. I know tribute summoning is a normal summon, I think, but I don't recall. Oh yeah, the anime. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, I gotta go through the anime. I have been meaning to do that for quite some time. More unlikely on Crunchyroll. I think it's still on Crunchyroll. It used to be. If not, there's other methods. I don't know if we want to go for the C rank yet. We kind of just barely pulled out. Well, no, we want to get our stats up a bit higher before we up to B rank, so we'll be on par with B rank when we do it. Yeah, the anime is one where it's like, okay, it's a bunch of contrived bullshit. I can get behind that. I can get down with that. I love the fact they were like, card games on motorcycles! I'm just like, I'm here for this. I'm catching this, like, every 8th Saturday for, like, 5 minutes. And that was enough for me to be like, maybe Yu-Gi-Oh's anime is good. Maybe it's a bit good. Yeah, above level 5. Yeah, monsters need to be on the field. Tribute summon for the monster. From what I understood back then, it was every 2 levels beyond level 4 was an additional monster to tribute summon. So it was like, if it's 5 or 6 stars, then it's 1 tribute. 7 or 8 stars, it was 2 tributes. And then if it was 9 or 10, it was 3 tributes. But there's like rarely ever level 9 or 10 monster cards. But I've also always been confused because, like, in the anime, sometimes they'll do a tribute summon with monsters from their hand. And I'm like, I don't recall that being how that mechanic works. Okay, his eye, like, texture was gone there. Did anyone else see that? Just me? Might have been just me. Monster Man, I might finally be going fully bonkers. Okay, just 7 plus requires 2 tributes. I don't know if that's errata or if I just misinterpreted the rule back then. What? No, he does not have that as an idle animation. That's amazing. Oh my god. He just pulled out his yo-yo from his attack and just went... Why he took it off with his other hand then, I don't know, but... That's amazing. Okay, the God card specifically required 3. He did it again! He got him yo-yo! We do need to keep an eye out for errantry again, so we can try and get laser cutter. It'd be good for him to have that. Okay, well we got int up to 250. I think I want to get defense up to level 5. Yeah, go and sort out before stream, Cat. I feel like that message did not appear before. Yeah, the summoning for monsters seems like it's the one mechanic I've retained. There's so many cards I've used or I've seen before that just have the tiniest text. I'm like, I understand this is less of a problem with kanji, but like, holy shit. Yu-Gi-Oh! Does the antithesis of what I like in card games, which is where you keep most of the cards simple, and it's the higher rarity cards that have, like, unique effects, and that's what you build your deck around. That was what the Bakugan Pro TCG did. Most of it's, like, higher rarity cards were ones with, like, really unique effect text. And then, a lot of the ones that were commons and the quote rares, which were basically just uncommons, were very straightforward for the most part. They'd have one or two effects depending on like energy costs and stuff and the economic value of them. It was it was a good approach to a card game. I think card games get too obsessed with having too many effects that go overboard. Lightseekers started suffering from that as well after Series 3, or from Series 3 onwards. Because Series 1 was mostly pretty straightforward cards. Series 2 has some stuff that gets a little more complicated. Series 3 of Lightseekers literally has a card that, while it is on the field, all players take their deck and physically pick up the entire deck, flip it over, and place it back down. So now you're drawing effectively face-up cards from the bottom, quote-unquote, of the deck. It's what used to be the bottom of the deck, but is now the top of your deck. And you can see what your next card is and your opponent's next card, and it's just... it's so stupid. It's so good. I love that card, because it's ridiculous. I managed to get a copy of it. I was very happy. But that was the level of chicanery they started to get up to in Series 3. I'm like, okay, we might be pushing it a little bit here. I do love this. This is silly and goofy and stupid. But like, yeah. Fusion monsters, fusion spell is usually required. Plus materials needed to state on it. They have to be summoned, yeah. And then some things have special things. Good work, Monstar Man. I'm sorry I was not looking when you did that. But great work. I'm sure you did great. Colt says you did good. I suppose instead of focusing so much on defense, what I could be doing... Also, he is tired, which is a bad thing, because that means he's losing lifespan. I think what I should be doing, maybe, is just make him full-on evasion. As soon as I get his defense up to 200, I think we just stop trading it altogether. Yeah. And then we don't focus too much on life either, we just go for full evasion build. I need to start min-maxing more. And just stop worrying about, oh, well, I need to have this be high enough. Like, he doesn't need his defense to be high enough if he just can't be hit. That's kind of the idea. As long as he cannot be hit, he will be fine. You keep an eye on the weak numbers and be saving every fourth. Ah, not quite. Get there this week. No, not leap. There's that great. It's only 6, it wouldn't have gotten us there. Yeah, good work, Monstar Man. Right here, May week 4. Synchro summons. Oh god. Here's where it starts getting kooky for me. 2 or potentially more of the state of required materials, usually matching the monster with 1. I'm assuming monster type. one of those materials required to be marked as a special material needed. Oh yeah, the tuners. All monsters used must add up to the level of the secret summon you want. Okay, so it's basically, what if we put more emphasis on the monsters' levels and, like, the actual individual number? Because before that, it was like, okay, a level 1 to 4 monster doesn't really mean jack shit, other than, like, its strength values. But, like, the level was mostly irrelevant. The difference between a level 5 and 6 monster was practically negligible. And, that was kind of how it was. I guess synchro summons were meant to be like, you know what, maybe we should make those levels actually matter a bit. Alright, I think we start going pretty all in on speed. And we buff up just power, int, and skill. We'll hope to get those to 350 by the time we are, by the time we're hitting A rank. Thankfully, it gets good gains on speed and skill. But I don't think we focus on life or defense anymore. And his int is honestly pretty good. Right, I forgot about ritual summons. I used to have, was it Obelisk? No, not Obelisk. It was the Big Eyes monster that appears in, like, Season 5 or 6. It was the first, like, ritual summon that I'd ever owned. And, I had a t-shirt with him on it as well, that I wore the heck out of. I no longer have that shirt. I haven't had it for a very, very long time. Don't worry, so did Konami. They also forgot about rituals. Yeah, I think I also had Blackluster Knight. I want to say I had that guy as well. Yeah, I figured he was probably tired. We're gonna go ahead and use the nuts oil because he's gonna be taking a lot of fatigue from going to the tournament. We want to try and, like, reset as much as possible. I think we try and go for the B rank tournament now. I know I used to have Jinzo. I had a fair few cards that were, like, really common, or really, like, iconic. Yeah, the XYZ messes me up, because I used to have, like, the X, Y, and Z monsters that were labeled, like, this type of mech X, this type of mech Y, this type of mech Z, and then they had a fusion that I also had. And so when XYZ summons became a thing, like their own unique mechanic, I was like, what do you mean it's different from the other XYZs? What does that mean? Why? So it's kind of like a mix of Synchro and, like, Pokemon evolution stuff. Okay. I think we get it. XYZ is where it's starting to lose me. What if I went straight to the B rank tournament and just skipped up to A rank? It'd be a stupid idea. It's a horrible idea. It's ridiculous, even. Let's see how it goes. Oh boy. Oh god. 8 combatants. Alright, we're starting with Susfane. We're fine. Oh, man. Like, a lot of these guys I'm not worried about. Rock Geiger, we just gotta make sure the Monster Man doesn't get KO'd by it. But, like, I remember Susfane being, like, nothing. Yeah, he's barely even here. You saw his int skill was, like, or his int stat was at nothing. We shoot him once with gun, and he'll heal over. Granted, a lot of people, that's typically true. Went for a foolery. Interesting tactic choice. Ow! Come on, it's slam! God dang it! Get back here! You coward! Ow! Not belly blow, belly punch me. Oh god! Well, Susfane's not supposed to be anything to worry about. Monster Man's kind of dropping the ball here. Attack him, dude! Alright, well, we're going for a loss with our first match. We're just gonna have to hope for better results on the rest of them. Okay, Hayo having a loss right away is pretty good for us. Come on, Zamber. Yeah. Alright, Monster Man. You gotta keep your win-loss rate, like, record up. He had a 100% win rate for a while. Oh, God, I forgot about your speed and your int. Boss Slam 2. His Guts charge is actually not as fast as ours. Son of a... Oh god, that's the one I was worried about. Oh my god! We gotta dodge it. Monster Man, dodge it! Oh, good lord. Stop that! Quit it! Saw he was going for it again. Oh, thank god! Whew! Oh my god. That was close. Pendulum summon. Oh god, do I even want to read this? Place two monsters march pendulum monsters. Scales that have numbers on them. Ideally, one monster has a low scale. Other higher. Some of them normally low tree conditions. Or treat them like spells and put them on the far left, far right parts of your spell row. Okay. That's why it's spell and pendulum zone. It's in between the two scale numbers. Okay, so you just need two monsters to set a range. Okay, yeah, that's way easier than it looks and sounds. Like, everyone who has ever tried to describe it has not put it very succinctly, I think. Wow, Rock Geiger's really dropping the ball in this timeline. It's good for us, though. We love that. Susfane takes a loss. Right now, Zamber and Gunburn are the only ones with a perfect win ratio. So they're the only ones we have to worry about at the moment. I was worried we were not going to hit Hayo. Yeah, so it's not equal to or greater than. It's greater than one number, less than the other number. It can't be equal. We've got this one. We already know that. Come on and gun! And welcome to gun. Yo, yo, I heard you. Yo, 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 yo. Die. Please. Pretty please? Dang it, that usually works. I don't know. Ow! Kick him in the faces. Kick him in the faces. Yeah, either one works. Ha! Dumb, stupid idiot. Ow! Put it, leave me alone, Monster Man's have to give up a lot of his, like, KO record just to be able to progress through ranks fast enough. Okay, Rock Geiger is 0-3 now. Okay, Gunburn is the only one who's got perfect win rate still. No, we take the battle. Rock Geiger's dropping the ball hard here. We need to take as many wins as we can get. Since Gunburn's at 3-0, we have to try. Monster Man, you did it once. You can do it again. Good. It's a good start. Alright, alright, alright. Punch him. Damn. Good though, you saw the opportunity, you took it. Oh no. Oh god. Well. Man, it sure would have sucked if that happened, if we got hit with a crit kick out of nowhere and instantly dropped us to 0 HP. That sure would have sucked. Good thing that didn't happen. Yeah, we're on slot 1. That's weird, the game crashed there. What? It sure is unfortunate. I guess we'll just have to go back to right before the tournament and try it again. I really hope things go better with Hayo this time. I really hope they go better than they could. They went fine last time, but just barely. We really just barely eked it out. The trick with stuff like that and Plant is like, well, Plant has a really high life stat. The trick with evasive guys like that, the lemurs, you've really just got to keep spamming attacks with decent accuracy and hope you get a hit. You do, and they're usually KO'd. Evasion, block, and HP are your 3 forms of defense. And evasion's just really annoying to deal with. Want to deal with life? Use a high power set. Want to deal with defense? Just go with high int. Want to deal with high speed? Have a high skill. It's kind of all there is to it. I don't like staying at range 4 because of Phantom Claw. It's a really bad one. Does a lot of damage. So let me get back here. God. Yeah, that one. Oh, okay, that's nowhere near as bad as I remember it being. God. Okay. At least we took a lot less damage from that. We've just got to hit one time. We've got to hit a single attack. Stop that! Come on, Monster Man. Attack! Attack him! I think that might have done it. Ha ha! Get wrecked! Dumb idiot! Well, the main problem isn't so much me understanding my own deck of cards, it's understanding everything everyone else plays. I know that people are just typically like, I play this, it lets me do this, and it's like, okay, I trust you. Like, no one has the time to read any of that. But I like to understand how a card lets you get that effect, because that's how I learn how to counter stuff. Like, oh, I know that in order to activate this, they need to meet these conditions. So in future battles where I'm against someone who probably has that card, I know to try and, like, control the board to negate certain conditions from being achievable. Oh, I chose to give advice. Well, crap. I guess we're going manual. Oh, a nice crit. Nice juicy crit. This is how I play. Wow, we are getting really lucky on these. There it is. Ow. We're honestly fine at this point. We can more or less just face tank everything. They can't hit us hard enough to really do any significant damage. Just eat up the timer. There we go. And this is why I try and not control manually, because at that point I can do so much better. And part of it is just seeing, can Monstar Man pull it off? I think once we get into A rank, I'm gonna have to be doing manual control. This Monstar Man, I've not gotten strong enough. Because I'm trying to blitz through his training. Alright, so far Waran Mo is the only one we have to worry about for Windraker. Okay. Nah, don't buy me Legacy of the Duelist. I'll consider it. It's just right now I'm not looking to get into TCG for a bit. But Legacy of the Duelist, I believe that's the one where you can just play through the anime as a campaign. And I legit am like, that sounds really cool, and like it would actually be a lot of fun. So I've had that on my radar for a while. I just haven't gotten around to it. Once I'm where I feel like I can try and do a TCG again, like learning a new one, I'll give it some thought. Yeah, it's super abridged, which means it's going to cut out a lot of filler and stuff. And a good few things you're going to be expected to just sort of infer based on your knowledge of the anime. But I'm like, I'll probably be fine for the most part. Oh god! I was like, this is going way better than the last time we fought this guy. I'm thinking of the wild encounter. Either way, we win. Alright, we're sitting at 3-0. That's good. Ah, Rock Geiger got a win in. Ah, shit. Rock Geiger got a win. Get Link Evolution. Oh, okay, I'm guessing that it was just like they changed too many things at the core level. Okay, Rock Geiger, I actually am going to take manual control for. This is me picking up the controller, like, in the stands. Is that a controller for your robot? Yep. Yep. Shit. Oh god. I was trying to spam an attack there. Okay. Now we have much better hit chance. Son of a... Watch us hit the 56. Yeah. Okay, good. We're gonna just try and eat up timer. Oh god. Dodge. Whew! I can't believe we got through that hitless. Alright. That's the only one I wanted to take manual control for, if I could help it. If Geronimo could lose a battle so I don't have to worry about having a perfect record here, that'd be great. Oh. I should have known. I mean, that's what, no, that's not what Tavis Words was. Tavis Words was, an ape and a hare. Or Wavis Turks, I'm sorry. Tavis Words was the name of the actual musician that I based his name on. Susvain. Oh boy, here we go. Time to suffer again. It's time for Susvain. God, his accuracy is gonna be insane. Come on, Monster Man. Ow, what? Stop it! There we go. Part of the glory of Command and Slam is it's usually about a coin flip for its accuracy, so it makes it all the more hype when it does land. God, its stab animation is really fast. Part of what makes it such a dangerous move. It won't eat out the timer, but it'll get a lot of damage in just one go. If you could spam it, doing some serious damage. Yeah, so we take a loss there. That's okay. I don't know why. I guess Susvain I've just had really good monsters against in the past. Alright, round mode took a loss. Good. We win these next two and he takes another loss, then we win. See how it goes. You can always make some random bullshit if you can't gather the stuff to make a more functional deck. That is fair. Yu-Gi-Oh! Does seem like a game where, like... Because I had a bunch of single copies of cards growing up. I didn't really have hardly anything that I had more than one copy of. Which made it basically impossible to build a remotely functional deck. Oh, God. Yeah, Thwack I remember being really good on hair. Or on game. Wavis Turks used that one a lot. He hit like a dump truck, he just couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Ow! Monster Man, you've got to beat this jerk. You've got to beat him. You've got to attack. Attack, damn it. Monster Man, attack. Don't back up. What are you doing? Attack him. He could have done a hammer fall for like 80-something% chance to hit. Well, now we literally can't win. Waranmo only... Well, no, if he loses his next match, and we win the next one, we can do a tiebreaker. That's literally our only chance. So if he wins this next one, we have to reset. Which scares me greatly, because we got really lucky in some of those matches. I wish we'd get to see the other final matches before ours. At least Nicole we can beat pretty easily. Yeah, I've seen that before, of you can play with the, quote, canon deck. Essentially make a deck themed around what the character in it actually uses. I saw someone use Time Wizard, like, effectively in Joey's duel. It was like, never mind, Time Wizard is like one of the best cards ever. The Time Wizard! Do not put... Ow! You little dingus. Ow! Put it, me alone. Monster Man, attack, 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 attack! By 0.5%. Yeah. And imagine that, the quote canon deck is not very good. Pifferus, I need you to win this. And we have to restart, because we literally can't win now. Oh my god. Waranmo was the real threat there, as it turned out. If this teaches us one thing, it's that we need to get our skill stat up. Desperately. We're dodging pretty well now. We just need to be really friggin' accurate. So I guess Rock Geiger and Waranmo, we have to take manual control. Or else we're not getting anywhere today. He's pulled through each time so far with Tayo. That's why I remember Phantom Claw being so annoying. Because it can just do it right out the gate. Power skills are nothing to worry about. It's really just the oil fire attack. If we could just hit him one more time, he's dead. Hit with yo-yo. There we go. Oh, that's got a lot of withering. That did 25 damage, I think 20 withering. I didn't realize how much Yo-Yo does there. Granted, I didn't actually look at its stat card thing. The extra decks. Oh boy. Right, the extra deck is, that's your, like, fusions and stuff, isn't it? Did Gunburn do that without taking any damage? That's amazing. See how he does. Ow! God, the get up animation for that is a really bad one. Gotta get just one good hit in. Monster Man, come on. Get in there and kick it or something. Alright, well, I guess we're taking a loss against Nicole, which is bullshit, because I know Monster Man can absolutely beat that. We'll just have to see how the rest of this goes. Wait, Ranmo's not in this one. Is it a random, like, selection each time? Huh. I'm just now, like, registering that. Alright, well, so far, Io and Susvein are at 0 and 2. We need to beat Pivers. Water XYZ deck that uses only the dogshit stuff instead of the actual good stuff. Character would absolutely have in their fucking pick at that point. Oof. It was just like, oh yeah, by this point in the story, they should have good cards. What if we gave them all the most dogshit cards in the entire series history? Like, well, that would upset me greatly as well. And something I liked in the Monster Hunter Battle card for Game Boy is that even your standard, like, random encounter dudes in dungeons, they still have decently constructed decks. And they'll make smart moves, too. Like, the AI in that game is really good. You have to be pretty good at the card game to go lossless on it. I've finally been doing the item bets, or the card bet matches in the tournament arena there, and that has been that's been pretty tricky because those guys are pretty tough AI and whatnot. Okay, well, their Unity animation ate up the timer and caused me to win. So thanks for that. I don't know what happened there. Actually, Gunburn's the one we gotta worry about of him going 3-0. My god, he's not taking any damage. What is his speed stat? Alright, I'm taking manual control against Rock Geiger. That one is... Why would they only give 4-card extra deck when you could have 15? You should always be putting the max amount in there. There's no reason not to. No, no, no. No, no, no. I hate that sometimes when you do the back away push, it just doesn't fucking work. There are a lot of times where it just does that. It's just like, what if you didn't shove them though? And you didn't back away? And we just immediately canceled it? Well, that's really stupid and dumb. Yeah, so we're gonna do it. Why aren't you like this? I'm going to give this one more try. If we don't get it this time, then I'm going to just train up our skill stat. Because, God, we cannot hit anything. Practically everything just has a massive speed, and we just don't have enough good accuracy moves. Offrey. That's a ghost. And apparently that's soft locking it. It usually gets stuck on the black screen, but like... I can't soft reset it either. Alright, well... I guess we're hard resetting. I mean, I don't want to use DX because I like having the actual physical discs. Like, I have a bunch of old PC games and stuff, and I like being able to just use those. Also, hello, Fenric. I'm still trying to figure out how the heck to get Kareya unlocked as an expedition site. Or, not expedition, for errantry. Because I still can't send my monsters there to learn any techniques. I just can't. And I do not understand why it's not giving me that as an option. Because I've tried to look, and like the unlock section on Legend Cup doesn't mention it. Everything I try and search for, it's like, did you mean you want to go on the Kareya expedition? No, errantry. Okay. It only is unlocked once they're B grade. Okay, that needs to be specified somewhere. Because nothing that I could get from a Google search or looking at Legend Cup was, like, mentioning it at all. It probably is just bad search engine optimization on errantry and expedition, both, like, being similar enough spelling that it's probably like, oh, we think you misspelled the word. No, I didn't. Okay. You say you definitely want the word errantry. Yes. We're still going to show you expedition. God, why? It is... I've done it with the quotation marks and everything to be like, I'm explicitly searching for this. Alright, we're not even going to bother with another one then. We're going to go for shoot drill. And we're going to just hope to get our skill set up really high. We're definitely doing well with evasion now. Our damage output's good enough. I think we just need to go all in on skill for a bit. And in September, we will go for the cup again. For the rank up, rather. Well, it would have been nice if I could have been B rank and gone on the Korea expedition right there. Yeah, that would help a lot, because if you're looking at the thing and being like, well, it says I can go to Korea, but I can't go to Korea. The game doesn't really explicitly have a thing. It doesn't have a list, like a drop-down list, where you can go through, try to select Korea, they say, oh, sorry, only B rank or higher monsters can go here. If the game did that much, we wouldn't need it on the guide. But unfortunately, it doesn't tell you at any point. You're just kind of meant to figure it out after, oh, well, I got to B rank. That must have unlocked it. They just expect you to keep going till then. Ooh, we got a great, ooh, 15! Oh, that's good. Yeah, it really has been that. It always has been. It doesn't help that the translation is, as I've said before, serviceable. It works. It technically gets the job done. I still remember looking at the GameFAQs forums and seeing the, like, because this game came out in, I want to say it's 2003, and in 2006 people were decompiling it and, like, manually combing through the data, trying to figure out, how does this game work? It's insane, the dedication of this game's community. I think a big part of it that got it to be as popular in its community as it was, and such a strong following, was, hey, you know all those CDs you have for your PlayStation 1 and PC games. Why don't you put those in there? Sega CD as well, although I don't have a Sega CD or a Saturn. I need to get a Saturn at some point, since it plays CD as well. But that is, not my biggest priority at the moment. But I do have a Genesis and a Dreamcast. I also should get a power-based converter. But that's pretty expensive, and the Master System's library is eh. Really? +9 when we were 10 away. Yep. That's how it goes. Nope, not me. Okay, we are out of nuts oils. I do wish there was a way to do DX using the physical discs, or at least be able to, like, run an emulated version of this where it's got the improvements. Granted, I know there's, like, a Final Fantasy Tactics version 1.3 mod that makes it where, like, everything is fixed and it makes the game infinitely harder. I wouldn't mind, like, there being a mod for MR2 where you could just plug in your USB drive to your PlayStation 2 and modify the game. And bada boom, bada bing, you've got stacking in your inventory, you've got some other just nice little fixes and improvements. That would be a really cool project, actually. Has accidentally activated a few neurons. Oh no. I had one bit of breakfast go down the wrong pipe this morning. And it's trying to get me. Yeah, it'd be cool to have a project like that. If I knew anywhere near as much about the game as you do, Fenric, or as other people do, I would absolutely want to be part of it, because I'm very big on, like, game balance and stuff, but I think most of it has already been done by Deluxe, and really it's just a matter of figure out how we can add that stuff to the PS1 game through, like, a USB drive. And that would really be it. It doesn't need any real direction there. Who knows? I wish I had access to people with programming skills and free time, because I do have some things that I want to make that require programming, like, experience and skill, and I've tried to get good with programming. I can do HTML.
that's about the long and short of it. I got stuck in Python with trying to learn what the heck a for loop is. I still don't understand what for loops are, like, even on a conceptual level. But I haven't gone back and tried to, like, relearn it. Also, we now get level 2 shoot. Oh, here he goes! Oh! Oh, yeah! He is rocking the skill training. Yeah, that's the problem, is a lot of them are typically only available through emulation. But I'm sure that something like that could possibly be implemented through PS2 with its USB drive. Because I've seen it done before. I know that people also play, like, modded Budokai 3 on a PS2, like a hardware PS2. But PS2 games would be easier to initialize with that. Trying to initialize a PS1 game with USB data, you'd probably have to have it where the USB stick injects code into your save data, and then that is being read as part of loading your save file. That's all I can think of. Yeah, it'd have to be something along those lines. You see, I have enough rudimentary understanding of programming and stuff. I just suck at actual code. I can't look at, like, code and unravel and problem solve with it like I can with mechanical stuff. I look at a machine or something that's broken down, and I can tell, okay, this is supposed to be here, this is supposed to be there. But when it comes to, with programming code, it's just a haze of stuff. And I can't really figure it out. Which doesn't actually do anything to the base game itself. Basically applies a mod between the game and you, and if you turn the mods off, the game goes back to normal. Interesting. So it's just like an in-between. Yeah, something along those lines could potentially work. There's plenty of ways to go. Like, this is the kind of stuff that innovates, like, programming and tech, like, just in general, is people make weird, silly fan projects. Or, like, I really wanted to get this feature in this game. So I spent, like, 8 months cracking how to do that. And then there are people like, this is revolutionary for, like, the entire programming scene. Like, you just figured out how to do something that people have been trying for, like, 15 years to do. Like, huh, neat. I'm currently doing something nowhere near on that scale, but I'm doing a thing that I streamed the other day. I've taken the Pokemon trading card game, and I finally moved to Tabletop Simulator for it. It had just taken me like a week off camera to set up all the cards appropriately. But it's essentially, what if the Pokemon TCG was used verbatim? So all the cards are exactly as they are read. But it's single player, and it plays like Slay the Spire. So you go on 8 routes to 8 gyms, and beat the gym leaders, and you catch Pokemon along the way. You get items to add to your, quote, bag. You get Pokemon to add to your, quote, team. And you just go through it like you would a run of Slay the Spire. And the first iteration of that worked far better than it had any right to. So it's gotten to the point where I've been like, well, I might as well move to Tabletop Sim where I've got all the Gen 1 and 2 cards to work with. I'm using that generation pairing because it has the most... well, it has plenty of options thanks to Gen 2, but it has the most simple gameplay loop. It has the fewest unique, like, gimmicks and stuff for me to have to work around. The game is not so heavily dependent on a lot of that stuff. I could probably get speed up by 5, but we don't need to get out by 11. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to document some more of the playtesting for that on there. I want to go through and manually label the cards with their names and their effect text, although probably a bit abridged, or with the errata text at least. Because it is something of... I think a lot of people just don't do it, mostly because it's a lot of effort. But you can add metadata to cards and other objects. You can give them a name and you can give them a description. Whenever you search a deck with the right-click function, and there's that search bar at the top, you can type in a word, and if it appears in the card's name or description, it will show that card. It's a really handy accessibility feature, but it takes so long to do. The best way to do it would be to go to TCG Player or Pokemon Card IO, and to just go in there and copy and paste everything back and forth. But it would still take a while. But that is something I intend to do at some point. I've got the patience to do it. I manually typed out every single card from the Monster Rancher, or no, not Monster Rancher, still got that. From the Magic the Gathering Arena of the Planeswalkers cards, both army cards and spells. I made a full database of all, I think it's 123 cards in total. And, yeah, I'm just that insane of a person. I'm planning to do something for Bakugan Pro of a similar manner at some point, but right now the database is pretty good for that. I might do something for the Monster Rancher battle card for that. Oh, also, I just remembered, Fenric, does anyone have the Monster Rancher collectible card game properly scanned? The one that had 99 cards, because I have most of the cards for that. I'm missing, like, 4, I think. And, the fact the battle card is scanned and archived is great, but the CCG is nowhere to be found. I've not seen it, like, online anywhere, except for some people sell some cards on eBay. Yes, Anna. I see you raising your hand. I'm pointing at you and saying hello. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to be sending a lot of the cards for that to Crantime. He's a friend of mine, and he's hoping to make some more videos on Monster Rancher. I've convinced him at this point, like, dude, you need to play Monster Rancher 2. I actually sent him, like, Legend Cup through our DMs, so that he has that as a resource for MR2. I also told him about my Bow Wow, named Inosuke, and I desperately want to plush that guy, but I was also like, Cran, permission to request that at some point you draw a Bow Wow? He was like, I might have to. He's a good little dude. He's a good little guy. Yeah, a battle card is a different matter, though. The battle card's one thing. I'm talking about the 99 card game. Here, let me just show other people what I'm talking about. Because it's probably not very clear. I'm gonna get the microphone. Move it. Alright. I'm gonna go down to the webcam. And before I turn on the webcam, let me turn on the light so that people can see. Also, maybe open curtain. That help? That helps a lot, actually. Alright. So, maybe I turn off the ring light then. Since my face is brighter than the surface of the sun. That's not gonna help. Yeah, there's crappy ones and then there's battle card. Exactly. This is the card game I'm talking about. The Monster Rancher collectible card game. The game had one set. It only ever had its first edition printing. If I can can get it to focus, which I can't, you can see the little hollow stamp right there for first edition. And it only had one set of 99 cards. They also had the brilliant decision to make it be 33 commons, 33 uncommons, and 33 rares. Yes, it is the one with anime screenshots as the card art. And I have both starter decks. I'm going to be sending those to Cran, but I'm keeping a rulebook and a playmat for myself, and then sending him the other one. And then I have, this is just my cards. I got a full booster box sealed back a few years ago at a flea market for 20 bucks. And I got a bunch of booster packs, like another 20 booster packs for like 50 cents each. So I have a lot of the cards. Yeah, the game is interesting because the way it tries to work is it tries to function as Monster Rancher, as this game right here that we're playing. I forgot to push live, so I've been showing stuff, but yeah, on here you can see the first edition seal, and it's literally just screen caps from the anime. Some of them are not very good screen caps. There were a lot of better options. Yeah, a face! Yeah, I'm also whiter than anything else in existence. Yeah, I've got most of the cards. I know I don't have Grey Wolf, and I don't have, what was it? Seat? No, I have Seed Sisters. What was it? There was a version of Plant that I don't have. Right here's the card checklist. Red Worm. I have Techno Dragon. That one's going to Cran, though. Any of the cards I only have one copy of are going to him, especially for the sake of his video. I only have the one copy of Gangster, and it makes me sad because I wanted to have more than one copy of that. But yeah, Grey Wolf, and there was something else that I saw actually listed. Was it Weeds? Was it Usaba? It might have been Usaba. I want to say I have Weeds. Or no, maybe I don't. Maybe that is the one. The way that this... Yeah, I've got Weeds. The way that this game's card distribution is especially bad. Because it requires you to have at least 3 battle cards in your deck, which are red cards. You want to know how many battle cards I pulled out of a 36 booster box with, I believe it was 12 or 15 cards each? I pulled 7. 7 battle cards. And then I got the same quantity out of the 2 starter decks. They're these. For some reason, they made one of the most vital cards in the game almost impossible to get from booster packs. Let me show you just how much out of this chunk, like all this right here, I'm going to show you how much of it is monster cards. Alright? So right here. So out of my personal collection, about half of it is monster cards. Now, I want you to guess about how many monster cards you put in a deck. You put in about, like, 5 to 9, if even that. It's more like 6 or 7. About half your deck is the training cards. There's not a whole lot of options for those. You're limited to a playset of 3 copies of a card. It is a 60-card deck. It's not very good design. It's just... Inherently, it's a neat idea to try and make Monster Rancher as a card game, but it just doesn't work with how they structured the actual cards that they made and the release of them and the distribution. That's the big problem there. We're going to switch back over to camera, and I'm going to mute mic so I can move it back over. I pushed live without having hit... Yeah, I just wanted to I wanted to have that on there for the VOD of showing people what I'm talking about and why it's like Fenric said in chat of there's Battle Card and then there's the other games that they made. Which tells you that, you know, Battle Card is a good game. Turn the microphone a bit more. Battle Card's a good game, and then there's the other ones, capitalized. So, ultimately, I wanted to make sure that that card game had been scanned, because if not, I did have most of the cards and I could contribute for that. But I figured it probably already been archived. It was just like, people were like, why bother playing it? To which I say, exactly. I told Cran that if he does a video for the card game, we will want to include Battle Card in there. And I've told him, like, I need to drag him into a tabletop sim server and play with him. I've made already an Arrowhead, Henger, and Tiger deck. Just because Tiger was, like, my favorite one to use in GB. In my opinion, if you're running Tiger and you don't have 3 copies each of Right Claw, Left Claw, and Horn, you're doing it wrong. You're playing the game incorrectly at that point. We need to save, because we are about to go. I thought someone was talking. We are about to go and try this tournament. I'm gonna make sure I save that one for June, in case I feel like we can go back for it. At which point we could have B rank, we could do cover A. So we're gonna try and leave slot A, or slot 1 for a bit. Because depending on how this goes, we might be able to hit that B rank and get Laser Sword. Because I want Laser Sword. Yeah, a lot of the stuff from the anime IP is really bad, including the anime, which I watched a good bulk of through YouTube when it was on there. And it just, like, it wasn't very good. That's all I can say about the anime. It wasn't very good. I don't know. They have a ton of monsters, and, you know, the fighting of these monsters is supposed to be a core thing. I really hope Offrey doesn't cause it to get stuck. This is one thing that I'm sure they fix in the deluxe games, but, like, sometimes the game just gets stuck. Yeah, the anime was not good. It was pretty bad. It looks like it just doesn't want to load the battle against Offrey, which is weird. I wonder why that one's got it. I tried Toonstruck Disc 1 on one of the previous streams, like recently, and it caused it to lag out. But what's really funny is I used Toonstruck Disc 2 in one of my old streams where I was scrubbing through trying to figure out which one I used to get Inosuke. Yeah, it's usually an issue with loading something specific for that monster. But I have seen Ghost in this before, so it's just like, it's something about this battle and trying to load the texture with that monster, something is conflicting there or not working. But it has loaded Ghost before. Yeah, my disc has a little bit of damage to it, I know that. This game just has so many files that the slightest bit of damage can be a lot to the disc. I need to try my disc repair stuff on it. Check DMs. Let me check my Discord. Actually, I can do that on desktop. I can't believe you used the picture from the going off the rails of the Cory train from the Meme Wars. Made me into a freaking Yu-Gi-Oh card. I have to take a better look at that later, but that's really good. That's very good. Oh yeah, there's something that I did before with capture card. It doesn't want to keep the capture card in its source memory. Hold on, I'm hecking around with the thing. Video. Input, no. Output. There you go. There we go. That's the thing I forgot to do before. You guys have been watching the game all stretched out. This is what it actually looks like on the screen. This is what it's supposed to look like. I forgot that by default it does 1280, or like, it does like 720 by 1280 or something. It's wanted to do a wider resolution, but I'm able to fix that and make it not look all weird and stretched. I just keep forgetting to do that because I keep having to reset certain aspects of it. It'll keep the source in memory, but it still won't, like, register the footage and stuff coming through unless I just re-add the capture card as a source. Despite the fact that it has the same name and everything, I just... it's done like that. Alright. Please don't put Offrey in the roster. If you do, I have to reset. Now. He is in the roster. Save us a little bit of time by doing it this way. I don't know why it suddenly wants to put him in there. But if I can't battle him, then I can't battle him. So I have to... I have to do this. We may have to go back to June. Well, no, because we encountered him once there. That was the one where I was like, okay, I guess we're moving along and getting some skill stat up. It's just suddenly obsessed with having him in there, and I don't know why. Let's see if we can get this working. We're good. We're in there. Oh, God. Why this is the first one? I'm confident Monster Man can actually win this now. I think he can do it on his own. I really hope he can do it on his own. We've got nearly 300 speed now. We were at 250 before, and we've got 350 skill. At least we're at like 63% by default now instead of like 58. So we've seen a noticeable improvement in Hammerfall's base accuracy. Yeah, there we go. Come on, come on. Don't get hit. Do not get hit. Come on, come on. We got this. It's okay, just eat up the timer. That was exactly 212. I'll check that here in a sec. Alright. Oh, the game's booting back. Oh, wait. I'll set the tournament going again, then I'll go check it. It's trying to... I'm sure he could do it, but that was rather unfortunate. It landed one hit for exactly 212. It will show overflow damage. So that was just, it got a perfect dice roll. Granted, anything more would have still KO'd, but... Oh god, Waranmo's in this one. Alright, I'm gonna go check this. I'm also gonna use the bathroom. Venture. Well, hey! I came back right as we got the KO. Apparently. Good work, Monster, eh? What'd he do? Alright. Thanks, Fenric, and thanks for adding that to the page. Hopefully that'll help anyone else like me who's just like, where is it? I can't find it. Alright, Susvain wins. If Haranmo can just, or Waranmo, can lose like 1 or 2 fights. There we go, already, that's gonna help a lot. I do wish this version had, yeah, so. Alright, go make food, Anna, go eat. I need to be going to making some lunch here. But, well, I ate at like 8. 8. Oh boy, alright. Thankfully his speed set is nowhere as high as mine. God, I about had a stroke there. His speed set is nowhere near good mine. Oh! Kick him in the non-existent crunch. Ow! No. Do not punch my man. Do not stab him! Monster Man, you gotta take that? Apparently not! I do love times like this, where it's just poetic. Oh, less poetic. Not so poetic anymore. Okay, alright. Can you, like, kindly knock that off? Monster Man, you gotta execute this dude. I am giving you permission for... Okay, he took that and he said, gotcha, boss. You have permission to end this man's life. You have orders to end his life. Go for it, just spam attacks. You have 95% chance. You get to live this day, Susvain. But they're numbered. Alright. So far, that was almost 2 KOs. That's 1 KO we did get, and 1 that we could have gotten if he had just spammed punch at the end. Or if he'd gotten a slightly higher damage roll. Either one would have worked out. Cool, Rock Geiger's going to be a non-issue. Awesome, Waranmo is a non-issue. We're getting much better results with the NPC matches now. part of me almost wishes you could watch the computer fights. It makes sense, because, like, then you could see what moves they have if you've never seen that monster before. You can see, like, how they actually battle, what their stats are like, and have a better idea of what you're dealing with. Yeah. Be able to scout the competition. But it'd also make these tournaments take infinitely longer if you were choosing to do that every single time. They'd have to make the default choice no. Don't get hit by that. Good, good. That straight attack deals a lot of damage if it hits. At least we got damage in. Back blow, so it's a back slap. Backhand slap. Alright. It's going alright. It's going well. Wow, Zamber's having a bad day. Oh my god, that was one-sided. This Pivorus were good. It's gonna be against those two that I'm gonna be a bit less confident, but I think he can handle them. I think our stats are high enough now that we'll be able to start dealing with B-rank monsters once we get into it. Sir, could you not? Could you kindly not? Why are you suddenly hitting all of your attacks? I've raised my speed stat by like nearly 50. What the hell? Why is Pivorus suddenly landing everything? Also, Monstarman, attack it! You've done one attack this entire fight. There we go. There we go. This sound cut out again. Why does it start doing that? How long have we been live? 2.5 hours. My computer's been kind of acting weird with, like... It's getting some slight performance issues. Not the same ones it had with the old SSD. But it almost seems as if, like... I think when Microsoft has pushed out a Windows 10 update to purposefully lag out Windows 10, which is great. I love it when they do that. It's absolutely something that should not be made illegal. Of like, what if we made updates that actually tank your performance actively to force you to switch? I don't want to have to switch to Windows 11 because I really just... I'd rather they finish making an operating system before releasing it for once. You know, that'd be really good. It'd be really neat. Windows 10 wasn't finished when they released it, and it's still not finished. But it's still more finished or less unfinished than Windows 11, I would assume. Windows 11 has just had some weird random bugs I've been reading about. I'm like, wow, really? Just deleting a useless folder completely breaks everything, huh? That's really dumb. Like, they got that fixed now, or they seem to have partly fixed it, but like... God damn it! Oh, come on. Stop dodging! Good. Alright, we got 8 hits. We need more. Yeah, the sound just starts randomly cutting out every few minutes now. But I've had an issue where on YouTube just starts lagging out horribly after a while. Time to wait 33 minutes for food. We're probably losing this one against where I am now. Unless he just goes full aggro at the end. Or doesn't. He had some good hit percentages there. and just didn't take him at the end. That's fine. We can take a loss against Waramo. His win rate is nowhere near anything we need to worry about. Does anyone have a 4-1 win rate right now? It's looking like no. So far. Regnan and Hayo. 2, 3, 0, 5, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. Okay, so we're still leading right now. I almost hit yes, like, consciously. Like, yeah, of course I want to... Wait, no, that means take control of him. I really hope this goes alright. Don't you dare! It's half our HP. We're gonna have to be very aggressive here. Come on, Starman. You gotta start taking shots. Again, the sound just cut out randomly. And we get KO'd. I need him to live as long as possible. Not super long. Probably till like 3 hours hit. Have you been hearing the game audio like randomly cut out for a split second? Because I keep hearing that around the 2.5 hour mark. And it's really weird. I think I'm just gonna have to suck it up and upgrade to Windows 11. I don't know if I'm gonna have to reinstall all my shit. I'll look that up real quick before I go into it. If I have to reinstall a bunch of stuff, that's gonna suck because it means I'll have to reinstall Voices of the Void again. That will mean I'll have to make what little progress I've made in Disc Creatures again. I mean, I already know it is, but, like, they're about to end support for Windows 10. I don't have much longer before I will be, like, forced to upgrade to it. It sucks because I also know that they're doing more of what they did with Windows 10. Like, Windows 10, they made it where, like, oh, hey, what if you needed unreasonably high specs to run this? And I was like, well, that's kind of stupid. But they did it anyway. And they're doing a similar thing with Windows 11. Like, I checked on my laptop, it can't run Windows 11. So once Windows 8 or Windows 10 loses support for, like, Steam and stuff, I'm not going to be allowed to ever reinstall anything onto my laptop, despite the fact that it can still run those games. Right there, the sound cut out. During sneeze. He's waiting to get good percentages. God damn it! It has hit every single time. Do you know how many times I had Wabbit's Turds use Thwack and how often he actually hit with it? He almost never hit with that damn move. Tasty Banana has a chance for him to heal. Do not get to range 2 for the love of God. He's failed. Good. Attack, attack, attack. Go for it, Monster Man. I don't know if we got... by just a sliver. Alright, we win against Waramo. That is huge. Yeah, I really wish, like I was just saying earlier, I wish Microsoft would fucking finish the operating system before releasing it. Because that's what a smart company does. Instead, they're just giving me all the more reason to be like, you know, Linux has, like, basically no support for most of my games, but it's looking real damn tempting. Do most, like, applications run in Linux? I don't think so. But at least, like, they make a complete operating system. I'm sure that there's a lot of my stuff that won't want to work on it. Like, I'm already trying to run old PC games and crap on there. The last thing I need is to add to that problem. God. Oh, we got hit with the straight. Why couldn't we have been hit by the gate? The gate probably would have hurt more, actually, now that I think about it. Hell. Monstar Man, what are you doing? You've got attacks. Use them, bud. You can dodge. You know that? You're allowed to dodge his attacks. Oh my god. Just attack him! Monstar Man! At least we didn't get KO'd. Oh my god, what the hell was that? Yeah. I'll work on getting a couple of things ordered. I need to order the, probably just a capture card for AV, although it means I'll have to line in cables over there. It won't be going in my HDMI setup, but that's fine, whatever. If it fixes the issue, it fixes the issue. And it seems like upscalers that are any amount decent are not going to fix the issue. Well, it seems like most of those are like RGB compatible only, and a lot of them are just very expensive. What was the other thing I needed to order? Damn it. I was just thinking of it a minute ago. I don't remember what it was. There's something else I was like, I need to order that on Amazon while I'm at it. There we go, there's a good hit. If we could just land another one. Like that. Okay. Not quite enough. He gets to live. Me. What the hell was the other thing? I can't think of what it was. Maybe I'll scrub back through the last 30 minutes or whatever of the VOD when I get done. Actually, I need to double check with if the post office is closed around this time, but it shouldn't be. I mean, like, closed for, like, lunch. But I need to go and see about getting the right size box. One that'll fit everything. For your stuff. I'm just gonna go with one of the prepaid boxes, because it's going to be way too expensive based on weight. yo, 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 yo. Yep. I was about to say, and I was like, don't say it, that if we can just dodge the rest of its attacks, we'd be fine. Right now, we should be good against anything we have to double. Ah, god damn it. Rock Geiger's going 4-0. That's... If he wins his next two, then we're just kind of screwed. Unfortunately, one of those is going to be against us. One of his next three, I should say. I think actually after stream I'll go down to the post office real quick and look for bucks. We'll probably end stream after we beat this damn tournament. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. That's a tail slam. Come on, Monster Man. Come on! And slam! God. I feel so bad with some of their fall-over animations. Sometimes it's so bad. Because it'll just be like, I feel like I just kicked a puppy. Like, it's awful. Fool. Puppy got bites. Got chompers. Teething. Ha! You missed. Idiot. We have to beat Rock Geiger to ensure that we can do a tiebreaker. We're gonna give him advice here. He apparently needs it. Because he keeps having the win and then not doing it. Audio, quit cutting out every literally 5 seconds. Minutes. No. No! Yeah, go ahead. Keep your distance. No. I was trying to mash X there. I wanted to go for a yo-yo, finish him off. But see, Monster Man, it's literally that easy. Also, I'm just noticing, Golem's the same size as Henger. Why is Golem locked behind having a bigger shed? What the heck? Well, barn, I guess, but whatever. You get the idea. I really need Rock Geiger to lose his next match. I'd love for that to happen. Although, if that does happen, that means we have to fight Reckman. I think I'd rather fight Rock Geiger. Considering we lost our last match against Nicole, I guess I will. God damn it. I knew not to bother going for Hammerfall. I did anyway. My god, why does that do so much? Please get hit for a large amount of damage. He got rid of so much of my guts right at the beginning, I can't do anything. Well, I guess I just lose then. It's really gonna depend on if Rock Geiger wins or not. No, actually, it doesn't. Wait, no, it does. No, so either way, I was fucked. Cool. Awesome. It's not like I'm trying to hurry up with all. Oh yeah, you know, Golem's pretty good for getting through there. Or pretty big for getting through there. Yeah, the guts differential, like, you saw I just had nothing to work with for the rest of that entire fight. That was just really bad luck. I'm gonna give it one more go for the day. Because the stream's starting to get to that point where it just keeps... You know what? Something might fix it. I think it's just that... Because the game doesn't run inherently at 60 FPS, it's likely running at 59.997. If I refresh. Alright, let's see if refreshing the source will fix the issue, because it seems to be hitching a little bit on the video end as well. Nope, I say that. Literally did it again. I don't know why it's doing that. Is it because I switched over? Maybe it's the VGA box overheating a little bit. Or not VGA box, I keep wanting to say that. That's the other thing, I need a VGA splitter. Also, hello, the High Knight. Thank you for stopping by. We have been training up Monstar Man's V2 debut, because I'm trying to get to A rank so I can get Dodahan. I got the scabbard, but now I need the double edge. You can see he's honestly got a pretty good win record. I've been trying to avoid having him be manual controlled as much as possible. Also, his inherent like, I forgot to mention this, his inherent like was battle. The first two tournaments he won. The second one, first off, got him to D rank. But secondly, both those tournaments, he won them and was like, "Father, I crave more violence. Let me battle again next week." I'm like, I don't even know if there is a tournament next week. And I tell him no, and Colt's like, "Don't be so greedy, or don't be willful." I'm like, no, it's not that he's being greedy, it's that, one, he's very tired, and two, I don't know if there's even a battle to enter him in. He wanted to battle so badly. Okay, punch and kick are reliable. Gun is very reliable for accuracy, okay. Right, Withering C and Sharpness D. Yeah, I thought I noticed that Yo-Yo was doing a lot of Withering. Finally remembered to actually check that. I don't know why I opened that back up. Battle. We're trying to get ourselves to B rank in time. Oh, they nerf it in DX? Yeah, I've noticed he doesn't care if there's a battle or not. The worst part was that after the second one, Colt was like, he seems really tired, you need to let him rest. I'm like, see? Monster Man, you weren't even in shape to fight this time. Ah, dang it. Offrey is bugged on my disc. I think I've got damage on the CD, so I can't load him in. I fought Ghost in this, like, game before. I'm pretty sure I fought specifically Offrey. But for some reason... Well, no, I fought a different Ghost during the IMA Cup. That was what it was. And it just, like... It didn't have any issue then. So it's something about this particular tournament, the IMA Cup, that if I have to fight Offrey specifically, it won't load him. I didn't actually know that. That would explain part of why Monster Man just won't go for aggression near the end part. Let's see if we can get a tournament bracket we're actually able to fight. Like, the game will actually load and let us fight. If I could not have to deal with, like, one of the problematic dudes who's been giving me trouble, that'd also be nice. There's only so many dudes to fight in this rank. Alright. This is not terrible of a lineup. It could be worse. I'll be honest, it could be much worse. Ah. So if they're really slow with the guts game. Yeah, Fenric was just in here, and I was mentioning, like, I can't go to Korea for expeditions, and nothing anywhere had that information. Turns out Monster has to be at B rank. And with trying to do the tournament back in June, turns out July was going to be cheap errantry. So I could have gone for Laser Sword. But I just couldn't quite keep up with the battles. I was getting kind of close a couple times, but it was ending up pretty rough each time. So, I want to get Laser Sword. I need Laser Sword. It's too cool of a move to not get it. It's a sword, and it's laser. What is there to not like? Yeah. Yeah, Fenric, by the time Fenric was leaving chat, he was like, okay, update's done. Now the unlockable section, as well as, another section, I forget which one, he's now updated it to mention that Korea errantry requires you to be a B rank. So now that information is clearly listed out. I'm like, wow, he got that done fast. Absolute maddest of laddists. One of my gloves was cut on my phone clip thing for my OtterBox. I wasn't even wearing the gloves, I was trying to move them off of it. No, don't give advice. Yeah, shoutouts to Monster Fenric for keeping up Legend Cup for the Monster Rancher games for the past, like, almost 20 years, I think? It's been around for a while. And it's a very useful tool. Anyone who does want to try out Monster Rancher 1 or 2, be it the originals or DX, highly recommend using Legend Cup for all your needs. Once you've played a bit of it, just like, I still think it's good for people to flounder around in the game for a little bit and just be like, I don't really know what I'm doing, I'm just kind of having fun with this. And then when you decide you want to play a lot more of it, that's when you go, okay, now I'm getting serious with this, now I'm like actually going to start learning how this all works. like, until that point, you know, just kind of enjoy it for what it is. Ah, God. Come on, Monster Man. You gotta attack! Attack it! You've got the guts! Attack! Why? I swear to God. Oh my God. Yeah, 1999. God. Also, I was totally wrong for thinking this game came out in 2003. This game is a bit older than that, PS1. PS1 was like 98 or so when it started. No, it was like 96, wasn't it? That was like N64 and PS1. Because like 2000 was the time of the GameCube. Right around there. And then the Wii was 2006. Like, console generations were actually a thing for a while, and ever since the Switch came along, the generation numbers have been completely screwed. It's like, console generations aren't a thing anymore. They just aren't. Hey, I guess also that means last year would have marked the 25th anniversary of Legend Cup. Sorry, I just aged a few years saying that. I was born in 95, so I'm turning 30 in less than a month, which is already throwing me for a loop. Honestly, I didn't think I'd live long enough to see 30. But, world's still got a little bit of time. Might throw me a curveball. Straight to my teeth at that. See, now he's getting aggressive. This is what you need to be doing. He is learning like an IBM processor. Yeah! Got 34 damage with 21 withering. That is ridiculous. They're just both sitting. It's one of the funniest things when they just both kind of sit there for a bit. Like, so how's your training been going? It's been going all right. Cool. Ah! You punched me in the teeth. Yeah. Yeah. So how's your training been? You know, I've just been. Ah! It's really dumb. It's really dumb. Yeah, the Nintendo 64, I believe, was 1996, and I want to say the PS1 was a year before that. Partly because it was originally, you know, going to be the extension to the Super Nintendo. And that's kind of how it came along. Also, fun fact, because I'm sure people notice it a lot, but there's probably still plenty of people who don't know about it. The PlayStation 1 cannot render triangles as a face for a polygon. It literally can't. What they do, since the fewest vertices a face of a polygon is allowed to have is 4, they would just make a square, but set one of the sides to the shortest allowed length. And that's why triangles on PS1 look kind of janky and weird. Because they're technically not triangles. They're a square, a quadrahedron. I'm forgetting the term for, like, a 4-sided polygon that is not a square or rectangle. It doesn't have, it's not parallelogram either. Basically, a 4-sided polygon, that has, you know, one of its sides is very short. It's weird. But if you think back to any PS1 games you've seen in the past, Lara Croft is often used as an example. Parts of her model look so weird because of that. It's just like, yeah, no, we couldn't do 3 vertices. We had to do 4. As someone who's worked with AutoCAD software, the idea of trying to make a triangular feature is already, like, pretty rare, but the idea of having to make one that's not quite a triangle, but instead has one side that has to have a length, would just be a nightmare to try and do in AutoCAD software. Let alone letting the machine actually take control to do that. It's just weird. There's a lot of fun, weird things like that that you discover about some of these systems. Like the way that Monster Rancher works with loading monsters off the disc. The reason they were able to do this in the first place is because the PlayStation 1 had built-in RAM. So what it does is when you choose to load a monster and it finally gives you the text of insert the disc, what it has done is it has essentially made a copy of that section of code for the game of, I'm going to keep the game running. I'm going to read and write down the data from the disk. It's a little like seed for generating a monster. And I'm going to keep some data that tells me to switch back to the game disk once it has been inserted. That's essentially all that it's loading onto the PlayStation. And that's not very much code in the first place. So it's really easy for it to do. You put in the disk, it writes down the data that it needs from the disk. You take out the disk, you put back in Monster Rancher 2, or Monster Rancher 1, whichever one it is. And then it says, okay, now switch back to reading from the disk. That's all it's doing. And it's really cool that they were able to make a game around a whole concept that uses essentially 3 very, very basic functions. It's wild. I believe Monster Rancher was conceived partly because they wanted to play around with that RAM feature. They were like, we don't really know what we're gonna make, but this would be a cool thing to play around with. The PS1 has its own built-in RAM. What are we gonna use it for? I don't think a lot of games actually made use of it. I think most of them just kinda did whatever. Especially because a lot of them were multi-platform with the Nintendo 64, which did not have that kind of built-in, like, RAM that you could offload data onto. Apparently hot swapping N64 cartridges is possible. That's how you swap the data from Banjo-Kazooie to Banjo-Tooie. God, jeez! God. That sucks. That sucks. Really, really sucks. Dodge it, Monster Ant! You've got low loyalty, don't you? You son of a biscuit. No. Well, that's a knockout. Alright. I think we're gonna call it there, then. I'm gonna have to come back to this. I'll consider booting back up in June. Because I want to just show, like, real quick. The June save slot, we were standing a bit of a chance there. And if we can win that, we can immediately rest a week and get some nuts oil in July, and then go to the cheaper errantry, because my money is kind of tight in the game at the moment. But I think we're gonna call that there. Let me go see who there is to read. Actually, I could do that from my phone. Rithian, Hat Films, Gaijin. I think Hat should be live right now. No, he is not. It's showing the channels I follow. Let me double check that he isn't. He ought to be. Granted, I don't take very much time to set up my streams. Let me see. Yeah, see? Right there. Cat's, like, he's live. Why is it not showing him on mobile? Whatever. We're gonna go raid Cat. We're gonna raid Inquisitor Cat. I don't know why he wasn't showing up in the channels you follow thing on raiding. It's literally like, you follow these channels. I also follow my friend Cat. I don't know why you don't want to show him. Alright. Bye. Go beat up Cat. Tell him he's cool.